Hi everyone. My friend brought in those couple of boxes that she said she had for me to alter, and it's absolutely brilliant, and it's got Pringles on it, but it says men's vest, sock and boxer set. And what I like about it is, look, it's got different compartments with a big window. But what this is the bit I like. If you open the flap, I've got that. So I'm going to be altering one of those tonight. I've got two of these to do, and I want it to stand like that and be open on a deck somewhere. So I'm going to be doing that tonight, and I can't wait to do it. Actually, I've got something really, well, what I want in my head that I'm going to get out onto paper, onto this. So you'll have to keep watching and come back. I'll speak to you later. What I've done so far is I've just painted in burnt sienna all the way around, burnt umber all the way around the inside of the walls of this, and then I'm going to paper the back 3 sections. Now this is what I've done with it so far. I've used some of these little flower sprays, and I've glimmer misted them purple. And then what I've before I did that, at the background I used some of my own purple medium that I've made up, and then I've just poured on the powdered glitter to the embossing powder that's glittered, and just heat set that. Sorry, I've added some of the little green foliage that I had from a plant that it was a plastic plant that I cut up. I've just done the flower, which I've going to edge a little bit. But I've stuck these up here, hanging them from the roof, so to speak. And I'm just printing off the fairy now, which is going to be sat in there. And I'm going to put some little bits around there as well, and some little dragonflies and butterflies in there. And then I'm going to be doing the bottom two pictures as well, and that's going to be just that. It's going to be like my fairyland. So I'll come back on the next stage. As you know, I've got to use the resources that I've got. So for this box, I've almost completed the top. And like I said, I used some of these little flowers that I've glimmer misted and hung them like branches off a tree. They do need to be moved about a bit, and like that. And then I've cut the fairy out. I'm not sure if you can, let me just see if I can stand it up. I've cut the fairy out on photographic paper. I've hand cut the flower, so she sat in the flower herself, and then all the stems off some of these, all I did with those was gather them together, tape them round the bottom, and then spread them out after cutting the top half off, so I just had the wires. And as you can see, I've just glued them onto each petal, so, and then I can shape the petal the flower I wanted, the way I wanted it. I've added a little watering can with some silver with some glittered dust coming off it and out the spout and trickling down the side. I've also added in the corner another little fairy. I'm not sure if you can see her there. It's like in the background, so you can't actually see her clothes. You can just see her shine, her glittery wings and that. I've added some wooden embellishments here in the front, just like grasses and things like that growing. And I've put several little flowers hanging around the floor, and glitter the corners, the ends of the petals on this flower. So I'm sorry if it's not very close, but that's what I've done so far on that. I have added some glitter on the branches coming down as well. And then what I've got to do now is these 2 compartments, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I may continue my theme. Thanks for watching. Bye. Right, what I did was I just used one of these little wooden hearts and cut out the fairy in the middle and the foliage, and the foliage I did with green alcohol ink, and that's what I've put on the front of the little picture you've just seen, and then just coloured her in and put some stickles on her wings and the bottom of her dress, because she stood in the background in the shade, so you can't actually see any features, basically just the shadow of her.